This ain't been new to me, a news to me. I came out the womb unique. Shine bright like jewelry. Of course, you don't wanna fool with me. I got views to see and gifts to use. I got everything to gain and none to lose, and he can prove. I took his burden and yoke. It's like moose when I hit the moves. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I know my identity. My identity from the go. I told you I already know. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I know my identity. My identity from the go. I already know. Already know. I already know. Yeah. I'm spitting the truth. When I'm in the booth, I take you to school. Yeah. This ain't a lesson. I put on this armor like it was my weapon. I'm stepping, the ops can leave. My props are these utilities he put inside of my belt. Feeling me, it's just the face I can tell. But really the king is the one you can smell. This ain't been new to me, a news to me. I came out the womb unique. Shine bright like jewelry. Of course you don't wanna fool with me. I got views to see and gifts to use. I got everything to gain and none to lose, and he can prove. I took his burden and yoke. It's like moose when I hit the moves. Yeah. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I know my identity. My identity from the go. I told you I already know. You can't tell me anything. I mean anything. That's for sure. I already know. I know my identity. My identity from the go. I already know. Already know.
Catch me on the downside, I'll be hitting up in the wall, chilling low key. Catch me on the downside, I'll be hitting up in the wall, chilling low key. Catch me on the downside, I'll be hitting up in the wall, chilling low key. Catch me on the downside, I'll be hitting up in the wall, chilling low key. Catch me on the downside, catch me on the downside,
I got the recipe, never gonna let any op get the best of me. Thought it was distance, but haters is next to me. Talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly. Company definitely show your trajectory. This ain't a diss cause I say it respectfully. It's time to eat up, red like a speeder. Taking it deeper and that's how it better be. I never let the comparison get to me. I just remember the promises meant for me.
From this point on in the KMAC season, every game matters, and the East Knox Bulldogs are learning that here today as they will come into this one trailing 4-1 with a 2-game lead in the KMAC. So they got to close out a win, just a few more games in the league this season. they are inching their way closer to a league title. But they have to make the comeback here against Centerburg in a game remade up from a few weeks ago. So it will start in the top of the fourth. Centerburg leading 4-1. So we'll see what happens here as the Bulldogs take on the Trojans here live and free on the OH Report. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jonathan Langdon. We'll step aside, take a break, come back with the top of the fourth on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health, to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story, and those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule, and it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
Before we start things back up, going to take you between the bases, presented today by Avita Home Health and Hospice. Jonathan Langdon with you, riding solo on the call in this East Knox game as they head to the road and take on Centerburg, as you see those Bulldog faithful making their way down to the bleachers here at the campus of Centerburg Elementary School. Trojans coming in 10-5 on the season. They come in also with a 4-1 lead over East Knox. Again, this is a game made up from a few weeks ago that was called off early. So Centerburg's got the advantage coming in, and we'll show you that scoreboard here in a moment, but we will also show you just some profile to get to know both of these teams. East Knox, we just saw, at least if you were with me on the call in their game against Northmore last week, we saw them take down those Golden Knights to split that series, and that combined with a Centerburg win over Mount Gilead helped them keep their two-game gap between the top and everybody else basically in the standings. So the Bulldogs, they sit pretty right now coming into this game. The only hindrance is their 3-run deficit that they will have to start Monday's contest here today. So you see that split, 7-3 win over Northmore. And then Granville Christian was a surprising loss for this group. They lost 4-6 on the road. Centerburg played that very same team recently. They won 16-1 over the weekend. So very different results here, even though when these two teams played head-to-head in Game 1 of this series at Centerburg and East Knox, it was awfully close, which we'll get to a little bit later on too. And then player spotlight today, East Knox had a lot of guys step up. Zane Grinnell was our MVP of that game, but I went with Caden Ridenauer, who had our play of the day with a throw all the way from behind the plate down to second to tag out a Northmore runner that was extending his lead over to third, and that got him out of a jam. And he was also a beast at the plate, as you can see. 2 for 2, 2 runs, 2 RBI. Just a game of twos for number 12 behind the plate, who is ironically position number 2 out on the field. So Caden Ridenauer is the guy to watch today. And then on the other side for Centerburg, we'll talk about the team first. Of course, 4 of their last 5, they've been able to win these Trojans. Josh Moss has them in a great position at 10-5. 5-4 in the KMAC, though. They've slipped a little bit in the league, but as they get back into it here for the final stretch of the season, this could be a big one for them to close out and get a win in. 5-6 was their loss to East Knox back on the 21st. But again, that Granville Christian game, it's kind of an outlier now with that 16-1 win over GCA, because East Knox lost to Granville Christian. Of course, non-conference play, you tend to put some pitchers in that you don't necessarily see in the league, so things could get a little out of hand quick. But still, Centerburg, they have pulled away. They pulled away in that game, and then, of course, against Mount Gilead, getting that 7-1 win that, while helping themselves in the standings, it also did help their adversaries today keep themselves comfortably out top in the standings. Player spotlight for the Trojans as we get close to starting the top of the 4th inning. Aiden Trowbridge was our MVP last time we were here. Also was the MVP of that game against Granville Christian, 2 for 3, 2 extra base hits, a double and a triple, and 3 RBI out of the 16 runs scored for Centerburg in that game against GCU. Go ahead and take it out to the field as Centerburg is warming up out on the field for the top of the 4th. Brad Baker will be the starter on the mound today for Centerburg, even though it technically will not go down as a start. There's a look at your scoreboard brought to you by Monarch Title Services as well. A 4-1 game. All 5 runs were scored in this game in the first inning when it was played a few weeks back. Had 4 straight scoreless frames. We'll see if that can change here in this one today. We'll go ahead and give you a look at the starting lineups for both groups here momentarily. Umpires, of course, took a little bit of extra time getting acclimated with where we're at in the game and making sure everybody's in the right position where they were at the end of the game 2 weeks ago. And it looks like we are going to see Caleb Armstrong, lead things off in the right-handed batter's box for East Knox as he'll step in. And on deck is Garrett Westney. So pretty much the middle of the lineup coming up here as we begin the top half of the 4th. Brad Baker will work from the stretch today. Fastball, curveball, changeup. And he goes fastball to start it out. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. Caleb Armstrong, 302 hitter this season. Next pitch, reaches that one in the dirt. A couple bats to the helmet as he's frustrated with swinging at that. Armstrong quickly down 0-2. Baker right where he wants him. Next pitch. Fastball fouled away. So the count will remain 0-2. 3 pitches, 3 strikes here. The set, the pitch. Curveball. Stays up and in. Flat curve, didn't have much going for it. Again, Westney on deck for East Knox. The next pitch. Low, gets away from Vinny. Count has moved to 2-2. The next pitch. And that one is going to be ball 4. Must have missed a ball in there, so... Oh, it hit him. No, my mistake. Clipped him on the shoulder. And he's going to be granted first base. Westney will step up. Look over to first. East Knox, they're great with runners on as Westney cuts and misses. Dustin Parker was the starter in this game before it was halted 2 weeks ago. So Baker coming in at him relief. He wins strike 2 on Westney. Barker's final line was 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. It was earned. A walk and 2 strikeouts. Another look over to Caleb at first. The pitch from Baker. Curveball in there, strike 3. And Westney retired as he looks that one all the way across the plate. Great frame job by Julian behind the plate. Up now is Dakota Cooper. First pitch in there for a strike. Fastball is working well for Baker so far. Centerburg in the field, Trowbridge in left, Morgan in center, Long in right. In the infield, left to right, Cole at third, Parker at short, Adams at second, Red at first. And behind the plate is Julian. And, of course, Baker working the mound right now. Here's pitch number 11. That fastball sails high. Huge shout out to our sponsors today, bringing you this coverage of a continued game that was delayed a few weeks back, as we already sit in the top of the 4th. Monarch Title Services, Avita Home Health and Hospice, Knox Community Hospital. As this one's put in play out to right. Backtracking and not being able to make the play is Long. Armstrong got a great jump. He'll head to third, and it is a double for Dakota Cooper as the Bulldogs, the extra base hit heroes this season, rack on another one. So Cooper sits at second. Over at third is Caleb. And Jesse Dudgeon with an RBI opportunity. Late on the fastball. Bulldogs coming in trailing by 3 runs. 2 of them are already in scoring position here in the 4th. The next pitch to Dudgeon. Taken low, it's strike 2. Dudgeon 0 for 1 today, or technically in this game. The 8-hitter in the lineup. Next pitch, fouled back, he stays alive. Caleb Armstrong at third. He reached on a hit by pitch, nipped his shoulder. And I mean grazed it. Got himself on to first. Cooper reached on a misplay out and right by Long. As Dudgeon late to the fastball again, he's retired on strikes. Just went with the heat. I think Baker clearly saw Jesse was struggling with the fastball, so why go to anything else? Simplify the game for yourself. Get yourself to 2 outs with 2 in scoring position. And a 9-hole hitter up now. Wyatt Baker takes strike 1. Wyatt Baker this season just 2 RBI, hitting .273. He pinch hit in their game against Northmore last week. The next pitch misses high. Guy moves to 1-1. Baker did not bat in the first game against Northmore. He came in as a pinch hitter. He reached on a single. So the bat feeling pretty good for him at the moment as he takes strike 2. Baker in this game is 0 for 1. It was a strikeout. Big chance to get out of the inning. The pitch is low and outside. That was pitch 20 for Baker here in the inning. The count moves to 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. Look over to third. Here's the pitch from Baker. Curveball in the zone. Beautiful pitch, low and inside. It just nicks the zone, and Baker gets out of the inning with 2 in scoring position, all 3 outs recorded via the strikeout. So clear the board. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. We'll stay here for a moment, and while we are here, let's go ahead and take a look at the keys to victory for both of these teams here on the OH Report, presented to you by Avita Home Health and Hospice. Extra base hits. We just saw one from East Knox where Cooper was able to reach second base on a misplay in right field. And then also, I think you inch away here in this game, and that was a big opportunity for you to do that offensively. Maybe understanding that you're not going to get all the way back at the very beginning of the game, but at the very least, you want to try and get at least one run, at least be a threat in all of these innings that you're in. Can't afford to go 1, 2, 3 at this phase of the game. So for the Bulldogs, that's the big key today. And unfortunately there for East Knox, Centerburg and their pitcher Baker was able to deal around the danger. And then for the Trojans, their keys today, let's see if I put anything about pitching because, well, no, the answer is foot on the pedal. Hitting really well this season. You've got some of the best hitters in the league. Use them to your advantage here today. And then also simply throw strikes, and I guess that is a pitching aspect there. And Baker has done just that early on here in this contest as we head now into the bottom of the 4th. Our MVP in that game against Northmore is on the mound. The lefty Zane Grinnell is really dealing as of late. The senior trying to get this team in a really good position. If they win today, you have to feel really, really good about their chances of taking home the KMAC this year. Of course, they've got a big series with Mount Gilead coming up that'll start tomorrow. And they want to try and keep that 2-game cushion with a win today, because if Mount Gilead takes both, that would tie them up in the standings. Leading off, Clark Red in the right-handed batter's box for Centerburg. First pitch hits him in the back. And just exactly how East Knox started themselves on the base paths, Clark Red makes his way over to first. And with that, here comes Lincoln Julian, catcher in this game today. Grinnell dials back in, gets this one across the plate, just a bit high. Final line for Grinnell in his game against Northmore. We'll wait for the pitch here. This one bunted. It was way high in the zone. Grinnell slips, and there's going to be no play. Oh, now there may be a play. Throw over to second. They got him. A round turn from Red helps East Knox evade disaster. Take a look at this again thanks to Strategic Outdoor Solutions. Red had no idea where the baseball was. He thought Grinnell threw it to first. He started turning towards third. Zane held on to it, threw over to second, and we were right back where we were with a runner at first, just with one extra out for the Bulldogs. Crucial base running mistake here in the bottom of the 4th. Trowbridge back to the plate. Takes ball one. Let's finally get to that line for Grinnell against Northmore. 1 2/3 innings pitched. A walk and 2 strikeouts. This pitch in there for a strike. Count moves to 1-1. Grinnell 27 pitches, 14 strikes in that aforementioned game. Leads the KMAC in ERA. The next pitch is low. Gets out of the glove of Ridenauer. Back to the top of the lineup here for Centerburg. Trowbridge in this game is 1 for 2 with a run scored. Look over to first. Grinnell delivers. Swung on, lined, and this will drop just foul. So that'll bring the count to 2-2. And when I say just foul, it was about a foot, maybe 2 away from the left field line. Grinnell will look to first. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball put in play over to second. And this one spilled by East Knox. Still able to make the play at second. Colton Armstrong sweated it out a little bit. Went to scoop it out of the infield grass. Ended up finding it just in time to retire that runner at second. So Trowbridge reaches on a fielder's choice. And now up comes Brad Baker. Pitcher trying to help himself out. First pitch to him, in there for a high, strike one. The 0-1. Swung on, fouled back. East Knox in the field, left to right. Westinian left. Center fielder is Grinnell. Right fielder Cooper. In the infield, third base is Jesse Dudgeon. Shortstop Jax Lester. Second baseman Colton Armstrong. First baseman, as the runner goes here, low ball away. Throw down, not in time. It is Gavin Kildwell sitting over there at first. He is not batting today. And then the catcher, Ridenauer, had a great throw right there, as you saw. Was nearly able to get that runner, but it does move to second. Counts 1-2, or now it is 2-2. This is the third runner in scoring position so far today. Brad Baker in a big spot to try and help him extend this lead as he takes a low curveball that nearly got him to bite. This is our first full count today. Look back to second. Here is the payoff pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Southpaw loves the curveball, especially when he's got 2 strikes. Is he daring enough to throw it here in a payoff, though? To Baker. Inside, strike 3. And just like Baker was able to do in the top of the fourth, Grinnell gets himself a strikeout to get out of a jam. Take a look at the pitch again as we head to the break. 4-1 it stays as we head to the 5th on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
First pitch in for a strike here in the top half of the fifth. Centerburg hosting East Knox with a 4-1 lead here in the fifth. Brad Baker struck out the side. Low pitch here in the dirt. Moves the count to 1-1. Maybe not the right terminology there. He had 3 strikeouts in the inning, but he still had 2 base runners that reached. But despite the pressure put on by East Knox on the base paths, he was able to get out unscathed. This pitch misses away to Zane Grinnell. Pitcher versus pitcher duel. The 1-1 driven out to right. This will curl towards the line, but it is going to stay fair. Goes about 300 feet, 2 hop off the wall. Grinnell going 3 the entire way. The cutoff not going to be there nearly in time. They'll throw, but Grinnell's in standing. And it is a lead-off triple for one of the hottest bats in the KMAC this season. Zane Grinnell has really found his footing, especially late in the season. And with that, another hot bat, Colton Armstrong, steps in, made a play at second in the bottom half of the fourth. As the corners are in with the speedy Armstrong at the plate. First pitch grounded over to second. Centerburg will have to trade and out for a run, and they won't even get the outs. That one trips up Adams at second, and the Bulldogs inch closer. A case of spoke too soon. That one ate up the second baseman. That is now both second basemen that have struggled in this Centerburg infield. So Colton reaches on the air, and now to the plate is the hottest bat in the KMAC, Caden Ridenauer. This one gets away from Julian. It's a free base for Colton. He'll round third for third. Winds up staying put. Already a run in the inning. Driven in on an error to the second baseman. He was going to get in regardless of the error. Just allowed Colton, who hit the ball, to reach first, and now he has worked his way to second. Here's the 1-0. That one high in the zone, or out of the zone. Quickly ahead 2-0, 4-2 Centerburg. Ridenauer in this game is 0 for 2. Trojans have done a good job pitching around him. Can they do it again? There's strike one, 2-1. Look back to second. Goes for a second look. Now the pitch on the upper line for strike 2. Brad Baker this season, 2.22 ERA. He's pitched about 35 innings. The 2-2. Ridenauer fouls us away. Hits off the side fencing. Colton Armstrong at second. Still nobody out here in the top of the fifth. We'll have your fifth inning stretch coming up. Get you an early look at some scores around the area. Also get you your line score. Fastball. Ridenauer chips at it. One thing that always impresses me at the high school level is there are some kids that where it is near impossible to strike them out. Caden is one of them. Has struck out just 5 times this year. Curveball. Fouls another one off. Seems as if Blue's out of baseballs. We'll get that fixed. Count stays 2-2. Shout out a couple more sponsors bringing you today's coverage. Strategic Outdoor Solutions on your replays. Killbuck Savings Bank, a commercial sponsor, along with Knox Community Hospital. We'll see yet another 2-2 pitch. Fastball low. Ridenauer has worked it full. It's not often your catcher is touted as your best hitter, but Caden, he's got a cannon of an arm, and rather than using him in the outfield, Coach Steinmetz, I think rightfully so, has put him behind the plate. He's made some great plays there. Fastball, can't catch up to that one, and it is yet another strikeout for Bradley Baker. All 4 retired batters so far have all been taken out by the strikeout. That's out number 1 here in the 5th. Took a lot to get there, but he's finally made it. Curveball to Jax Lester in for a strike. Jax this year, .415 hitter. He's the only Bulldog to hit a long ball this season. 5 doubles, also a triple. The 0-1 to him, chipped back. He has struggled for bases these last couple of games. He went 0 for 3 in Game 1 of Northmore. Similar story in Game 2. Got on once as he swings and misses here, and that is strikeout number 5 for Bradley Baker. Nobody for East Knox catching up to the cheese up to this point. Bulldogs have batted around here so far in the game. As first pitch swinging, this will be taken over to short, and another infield error will keep East Knox in this inning. So runners now will move to the corners with 2 out. And in comes Garrett Westney. Got to think there may be some movement here for East Knox, especially at first base as Westney takes strike 1. Colton Armstrong at third. You've got his brother at first. He's going to go. Breaks towards second. Indifference will give him the base. Pitch was a ball. It's 1-1. So both Armstrong brothers are ready to score on anything in the outfield. The next pitch. Swung on and missed. Westney is 0 for 2. He is also struck out. Looking for 6 strikeouts. Baker delivers and does it again. Bradley Baker having a day. And with that, the side is retired, and we head to the 5th inning stretch here on the OH.REPORT. Thank you so much for joining us live and free. I just realized I got to update that line score. I mean, we came to the 5th so quick, coming off to a head start. So we'll get that fixed up for you, get you a look at your line score. Errors starting to pile up here in the last couple of batters on both sides, you could say, in a 4-2 ball game where Centerburg held the lead 4-1 coming in, but East Knox just struck. It started thanks to a Zane Grinnell triple that allowed him to score on a simple grounder to second that ended up being an error. East Knox, however, not able to capitalize on anything else after that. Of course, not a lot of scores are going to be necessarily high at this point with how early we started things today as we look around the area. But I will note there is one game that I am shocked to see with a higher score. Monroeville softball taking on New London. They lead 6-1 in the top of the second. As we get set for the bottom of the fifth here. Vinnie Morgan will lead things off for Centerburg. He leads the league in batting average. He is even at 500. Playing in center field today, the pitch to him is high. St. Paul in Firelands play, taking on Crestview. St. Paul leads 3-2 in the top of the third. They've got 2 on with nobody out. So here's the 1-0. That will reach the zone. Hillsdale baseball taking on Rittman in the WCAL. That is tied up. They've already made it to the fourth there. As this pitch nearly got away. Good hands behind the plate by Ridenauer. 2-1 to Vinny. Vinny, one of 2 seniors along with Trowbridge on this Centerburg squad. Swings and misses. Evened up at 2. Going back to softball, Upper Sandusky. Those Lady Rams lead Seneca East 5-0. That game's in the second. The 2-2. That one high. Another softball game, this time in the KMAC. Danville taking on Fredericktown. Middle of the third, Blue Devils lead it 4-1. Morgan pops this one foul over the East Knox dugout. I don't think Vinny really saw where that went. We'll see another payoff pitch coming up, but I don't know if I said it or not, but Danville playing Fredericktown in that softball game. It's 4-1 Blue Devils. As we'll dial back in, the second payoff. Swung on, belted out to right. That's where most of the work has been thus far. And backtracking and making the catch. East Knox records out number 1. Saw a catch made by Dakota Cooper out there. First pitch, curveball. Pretty looking out of the hands. Grinnell earns a strike. This is Ryan Long. Ryan 0 for 2 today. Next pitch, curveball. Sees this one, swings it out to center. And there is out number 2 on a windy day. Caleb Armstrong lost his hat in the process, still was able to make the play. 2 up, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. Trojans looking for insurance in a 4-2 advantage. As the first pitch is taken high and away. This is Dustin Parker. Five-hitter in the lineup. Fastball that time in there. Swings at this one, pops it up. Ridenauer's got some work to do, and he nearly made the play. Big backstop here at Centerburg, so definitely a chance for something to happen. Fortunately, we don't have the coverage on our camera to get there. It just went off the glove. He was off balance too much, wasn't able to make the catch. Grinnell back to work, the 1-2. Curveball, fouled off. Able to survive is Parker. Count will stay 1-2. Dustin this year, 385 hitter. 2 doubles, 14 RBI. Grinnell back on the bump. This would be pitch 29 for Zane. The senior fires away. Curveball, this time in the dirt. Even count 2-2. East Knox in the field, 13-4 on the season, as we'll see time called by Coach Steinmetz. And it looks like Grinnell's going to be done. So in the middle of the at-bat, we're going to see Grinnell taken out. I was going back to see if maybe he motioned something to Coach. I didn't see anything, but obviously he could have said something that we didn't hear. But quite abruptly, we're going to see a pitching change here for East Knox, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher coming up on the OH Report.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health, to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
So Caleb Armstrong is the new pitcher for East Knox. He's going to jump in the middle of an at-bat. The count is 2-2 to Dustin Parker. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Curveball in there for strike 3. And in one pitch, Caleb Armstrong gets the job done. And the Bulldogs are going to go back to the plates, down by 2 as we head to the 6th on the OH.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Top 6 from Centerburg. Beautiful day here from the heart of Ohio. 4-2 contest. Centerburg leads it. As we are not too long after starting, almost pretty close towards the end of this game, barring extra innings, as this one will go low and outside for ball one. East Knox, they came into this game in the top of the fourth, down 4-1. They have inched closer with a run in the last frame. Second pitch swinging, grounder over to short, and another tough scoop throw across the diamond. Not in time. Dakota Cooper on base. So Cooper able to beat it out on the bobble. Vinnie Morgan not able to make the play. Or no, that's not Vinnie. Nonetheless, it's another error for the infield. As now we see Dudgeon. Dudgeon 0 for 2. Decent lead from Cooper over at first. It forces Baker's attention. The pitch, this one chopped foul. So Dudgeon quickly down 0-2, the 152 hitter this season. Steps back into the box. That was Parker there at short, who is not able to field in the grounder. The 0-2 gets a swing and a miss out of Jesse. Frustrated as he walks away. That's out number one. And if you're looking for a guy that can throw strikeouts at the next level, might want to come down to Centerburg and watch Brad Baker pitch. He has retired everybody he has seen, or at least every out he has made, has been via the strikeout. 7 Ks. Throw down to first is going to get away into right field. It's a free base for Cooper. On the throw down from Julian that was low of Clark Red. Just errors continuing to pile up for the Trojans. So my count, that would be their fourth. Yeah. Next pitch. Fastball up in the zone. Gets a swing and a miss. And while that is the fourth today, they had an error 2 weeks ago when this game was first played. So that puts them to 5 on the line score. Look back to second a couple times. Cooper leads. The pitch in the dirt. This is Wyatt Baker, who's 0 for 2. After Baker, we are back to the top of the lineup. Baker sees it well, fouls it away. Count moves to 2-2. Brad Baker today, 51 pitches, 37 strikes. Safe to say, his job has been done up to this point. The next pitch just misses. We move to full. The run scored earlier from East Knox was marked unearned for Baker. Dials in for the payoff in the dirt. That'll leave a force at any base. Runners on first and second, one gone. But the heart of the lineup is coming to the plate for East Knox. Zane Grinnell will start things out. Grinnell 1 for 2. He has scored twice. He had that triple earlier in the game. First pitch swinging. Fouls that away. The next pitch. This one belted out towards center. Long way to go for Centerburg, and it's over the head of Vinnie Morgan. Late start for the runner at second. Cooper's going to round. He will head home. Throw is not in time. They'll hold the next runner at third. And the Bulldogs, with 2 in scoring position, now make it 4-3. Very tough field to play, especially out in center with all the wind that we've seen go by. And Cooper just had to wait a little bit before he started his run, and because of that, it did not allow that runner that's now sitting at third to potentially round and score himself. And at least for Centerburg, that's going to keep this game in their grasps with a lead, as we are now going to see a new pitcher on the mound for Centerburg. We'll talk about him next on the OH Report. Crunch time here as we are in the 6th. Bulldogs put one on the board. They are within 1.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
So in comes the freshman yet again. The starter in this game, technically, returns to the mound in the 6th on technicality rules, as he has not left the field yet in this game, so he's got all the right to come back onto the mound, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Dustin Parker trying to get out of a jam with runners at second and third. The tying run at third. His first pitch here is fouled back by Colton Armstrong. That lead-taking run is at second, with Zane Grinnell sitting there for East Knox. He just knocked yet another extra base hit that scored the third run of the game. Curveball, sat on it, grounder to second. Nice scoop, throw over. In time, they'll trade the out for the run, and we got a whole new ball game. This time, Adams able to field it cleanly, and he outmade it first. That is out number 2. So 2 outs, runner at third. Here comes Caden Ridenauer, 0 for 3. First pitch, a curveball in the dirt. Now the best thing you can do is keep that runner at third from scoring. It's a whole new ball game, and if you keep it tied, going back to the bats, you can feel more comfortable about that. Next pitch. Low. A little bit too low for this umpire. Up ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Parker from the stretch. Another fastball. Julian saw that slip out of his glove. Got to wonder if Caden's going to take all the way here or if maybe he sees something. He goes for it, trying to score that run. Pitch 52 of the game for Parker. The next one is low and outside. No chance for Caden to swing. He will take his base. So runners on the corners. You've got a force at second and first. But yet another dangerous hitter for East Knox coming up. This is Jax Lester. Jax is 1 for 3 in this game. 1 for 3 with a strikeout. The first pitch to him is low. Parker struggling to find the zone. The freshman is the ace for this Centerburg team. 2.12 ERA this year. The pitch with 2 on that time will earn a strike call. Also this season, 26 strikeouts, 8 walks. That was 9 as his curveball fools Jax. Two on, 2 out here in the top of the 6th. The 1-2 count in favor of Dustin Parker against the senior, Jax Lester. Curveball, gets him again. Nice catch behind the plate. We'll record out number 3. And with that, we head to the bottom of the 6th. Trojans see this game tied up by East Knox here in the frame. See if they can take it back and potentially win it in the 7th on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Bottom of the 6th. Bulldogs able to tie it up at 4. And with that, they also feel pretty comfortable with the pitcher they've got on the mound right now. Caleb Armstrong trying to finish things out. It's been a great comeback effort here for East Knox on the road. But it's going to be a huge task for Centerburg to weather that storm, take a lead back, and win this game themselves. Gabe Campos will try to start the run in the left-handed batter's box. Thanks for joining us here on the OH Report. I'm Jonathan Langdon. Brandon Powell, your camera operator today. As Caleb throws the first pitch inside. Another inside pitch, this time there for a strike. Gabe this season, 273 hitter. Takes strike 2. Up to 300, in fact. And wind up the pitch. Inside. 2-2. Watches that one sail high. It's ball 4. So the leadoff sets the tone, gets on base. Caleb Adams now will try to follow suit. Caleb this season hitting .282. First pitch he sees is in there for strike 1. Caleb 1 for 2. Clark Red on deck. Armstrong pickoff attempt. It gets away from the first baseman. And Campos will advance to second. You'll get another look at this again. It was a great pickoff move that nearly could have gotten the Trojans. It's just Kidwell could not get the throw. It kind of surprised him. So with that, Gabe moves up 90 feet. And he's now in scoring position with that go-ahead run. Adams offered at a high fastball, trying to bunt it down. That'll get him behind 0-2. Not a chance to bunt that runner across, most likely here. Caleb Armstrong will wait on his 10th pitch as Adams calls time. – 4-4 game, bottom of the 6th. We'll look back to second and the delivery. High and away. Count moves to 1-2. Fastball up and outside corner is called strike 3. There's out number 1 for EK. With that, it'll bring in a much bigger strike zone in Clark Red. Red's 0 for 1. Campos at second. Curveball high and away. Clark Red, 11 RBI on the season. He's got 2 big flies. What a spot it would be if he found another one. They'll look to second. The pitch. Throw down is going to get into center field. No chance to extend yet again. But just as we saw on Friday night, against Northmore, Grinnell tried to catch the base runners napping, but Centerburg seemed to take notes. Pitch was called a ball. It's 2-0. Caleb fires. And did that get away? It did. Well, it did obviously get away, but did that not hit anything? Get the replay again. Clark just able to duck out of the way. Must have just grazed the glove of Ridenauer. And thanks to that wild pitch, that go-ahead run is now 90 feet away. Clark taking all the way. Falls into a hitter's count, 3-1. From the windup, the 3-1. Low, ball 4, Red gets first base. Now, pretty much a similar situation to what we saw from East Knox at the plate in the top half of this inning has now found its way into Centerburg's situation. Runners on the corners, first and third, 1 out this time though. It was 2 outs when East Knox was in this spot earlier on. Got Lincoln Julian. First pitch taken low and inside for a strike. Big spot for Lincoln. 6 RBI on the year. As he bunts this one in play, they're going to go for first. They'll give Centerburg the lead. Out recorded though, runner moves to second. But the job done by Lincoln Julian. The sacrifice, the squeeze, whatever you want to call it, it's 5-4, Centerburg back in front. Campos crosses home. Julian heads back to the dugout, and Centerburg heads back to the top of the order. What can Aiden Trowbridge do to try and extend this lead with a runner at second? He'll take the first pitch outside for ball 1. Boy, East Knox, they're going to look back on that pickoff attempt at first if the result does not go their way. Next pitch. This one popped up in the infield. Lester and the third baseman fighting for it. Probably was Lester's ball. But Dudgeon comes over, makes the catch, and that is out number 3. Thanks to that run in the bottom of the 6th, Trojans are 3 outs away from knocking out East Knox and splitting this KMAC series on the OH Report.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
(5-4), top of the 7th. Trojans are 3 outs away from an upset of the top team in the league. Bulldogs have 5, 6, and 7 due up. But still a very formidable hitter, a few of them in this part of the lineup, and the biggest one perhaps at the plate right now. Priority number 1 sits in the right-handed batter's box for Centerburg. Caleb Armstrong has been a nuisance all season. First pitch to him will hit him. That's the second time today he's been hit by a pitch. So 1 pitch. East Knox already has a base runner, and Garrett Wesney now will step in. Dustin Parker trying to close the deal. He started and is getting close to potentially finishing this game 2 weeks after the fact. First pitch to Garrett is a strike on the outside corner. Armstrong not leading off too much over at first. He'll stay put. Wesney swings and misses at a curveball. Quickly ahead, 0-2. Wesney has struck out twice in this game. Looking to reverse the tide. Decent lead from Armstrong. The pitch, curveball, popped up in foul ground, where it actually tailed fair a little bit. And that is out number 1 for Clark Red. So that'll bring up Dakota Cooper. You'll remember he doubled earlier today. One of 3 extra base hits for East Knox in this game. The other 2 were from Zane Grinnell. Cooper squaring to bunt. Runner goes. Throw down to second is a decent one. A rough skip as it hit off of the grass. Did not go up where Centerburg wanted it. And that goes down as a stolen base. Cannot blame the player covering there at all. It was Vinnie Morgan there. Really tough skip. Cooper now swinging away, misses outside. Moves to 1-1. Cooper is 1 for 3 with a chance to drive in a run. It'd be his 13th RBI. Next pitch. Parker slows it down a bit. Look back to second. They'll throw back. This one just able to be scooped in by Vinny. Parker back on the bump. Armstrong not making it easy on the pitcher as he takes a bigger lead. Armstrong takes off for third, and he's out. And unfortunately, the windowsill may be our biggest enemy here as they throw down, and we don't have the greatest look. But they call it out number 2. Bases are empty. Call it the plate was ball 3. And, of course, Armstrong a bit frustrated with the call. Thought he was able to reach in safely. But a great throw by Julian at home plate to make the out. Now focus is back on the hitter. It's 3-1. Parker with 2 out. Trying to close it out. This one swung on out to left. And that'll tail foul. It is full, 3-2. Parker back on the mound. He has thrown 64 pitches. The next one to Cooper to try and win it. Fastball, fouled back, no play for Julian. This would be East Knox's 5th loss of the year. It'd be their 2nd in the league. And the Trojans would stay in the conversation for a KMAC title. Next pitch. Dribbles in the dirt. Cooper earns himself a base. That will bring up Jesse Dudgeon. Dudgeon 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Decent lead at first. Pitch is in there, strike one. Lower part of the zone. It's been a frustrating day for Dudgeon. As Parker takes some time. Gets himself comfortable as he goes with the rest of this AB. (5-4), Centerburg in the lead. 4 is the magic number in the KMAC for losses. Want to try to stay under that. Curveball here, lined up to center. Trowbridge has moved there. Can he make the play? No, he dove for it. He's going to lose it. And Cooper rounds third. There's going to be no play at the plate here. It is tied up at 5. Cooper scores. It's a double from Jesse Dudgeon. Trowbridge gambled, tried to win it right there. And it breezes by him. Even if the backup was a little bit better in right field, I don't think there was any chance that there was going to be a play made at the plate. Reset the count. 2 outs, runner on second now. And Wyatt Baker going to step up. East Knox has tied it at 5. The go-ahead run now at second. Low fastball called a strike. Baker has struck out twice. He reached on a walk earlier. He came around to score. That was 70 pitches for Parker. 71 here. We're evened up at 1. Small lead at second. The pitch popped up. This could potentially stay in. And it does, and nearly a sliding catch from Julian. Baker able to stay alive after that slips out of the glove. Would have been an impressive catch. Five runner on second, 2 out, 1-2 pitch coming up. Here it comes to Baker. That one will get away from Julian. And that runner advances to third. A steep round for Dudgeon. Or no, it's Dudgeon's pinch runner here. So they have a courtesy runner there at third with some speed. And now the additional factor that comes in is keeping it to your catcher. He does it right there. And Parker earns himself a strikeout of Baker. However, Centerburg's got some work to do in the bottom half. They allow East Knox to come back on a double. That scored a run. It is 5-5 as we see the Bulldogs head back out to the field. We'll take a quick break. Come back on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Throw down from Ridenauer for East Knox. The magic number is 1 for Centerburg. Just need 1 to cross home plate to send them out with an upset win over the number 1 team in the league. It'll be 2-3-4 for the Centerburg lineup, so you like that. Here's Bradley Baker. First pitch is in for a strike at the knees. So it's Baker, Morgan on deck. Long is in the hole. Next pitch. Taken out to right field. This will rise up enough for the catch to be made. I don't know how he kept that alive. But there's your top play, folks, in right field. Garrett Wesney able to keep with it. And with that, that's out number 1. Get you another look at that. Thanks to Strategic Outdoor Solutions. Able to kind of bat it to himself a little bit. Vinnie Morgan's first pitch was outside for a ball. Here's the next one. Swings at it late. This one lined to right. And Vinnie Morgan keeps his 500 streak alive. Great guy to have in the base paths as well. That will bring up the cleanup hitter in Ryan Long. 11 stolen bases out of Vinnie. We'll see how aggressive they decide to go in the 7th. First pitch grounded up the middle. Lester tosses to second. Chance for the double play, and they get it. What a response from the Bulldogs. A miracle play in right, and then a tailor-made 6-4-3 double play to send us to extras. It is 5-5. We've got an 8th inning of action coming up on the OH Report.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
How about some bonus baseball here on the OH Report from Centerburg, the Heart of Ohio, hosting an extra innings thriller in the KMAC. We are evened up at 5 between the Trojans and East Knox. Despite Centerburg being at home, there have been some explosive plays out of East Knox that have the pendulum swinging a bit in their way, especially considering the fact you see 1, 2, 3 coming up. for East Knox. And Zane Grinnell has 2 hits today, a double and a triple, and he will start things out for the Bulldogs. We are underway with extras. First pitch outside for ball 1. Grinnell, not just the 2 for 3 day, he's also got an RBI. He's also reached on a walk. He'll swing at this one. No play to be made. That's foul. Evened up at 1. 4 2/3 innings for Dustin Parker. This will be pitch 77. Curveball low and away. The settle again from the stretch. Corners in. Grinnell takes high. It is 3-1. And in a hitter's count, how aggressive are you here against Zane, who has had a hot bat these last couple? We'll find out here. The freshman delivers. Grinnell takes inside. He'll take his base. As we sit in extras, we'll get you a look at some scores around the area. Monroeville, we last checked in the second inning on their softball game. They lead now 11-3 in the 5th, with 2 runners on, threatening to end it with a run rule with anything in the outfield. St. Paul now beating Crestview 12-5 in some softball. As Colton Armstrong takes a strike high in the zone. Hillsdale and Rittman tied up at 1 late in the game. Danville softball leading 10-1 over Fredericktown. Next pitch driven out towards left center field. That'll drop, and it'll get past the left fielder as well. Zane Grinnell reads it well, rounds third, headed towards home. Play at the plate will be not in time. And EK crawls all the way back. They take a lead. But look at the aggressive base running out of Zane Grinnell. He has now scored 3 times today. And with nobody out, East Knox with a double out of Colton Armstrong is sitting pretty. Here's Caden Ridenauer. The next pitch will lead him off with a strike on the outside corner. Moves to 0-1. Bulldogs have found their mojo. They won 5 straight games, and then they went on to lose back-to-back games. With that Granville Christian game about a week ago, as this one nearly off to the right. Nearly went into the outfield on the pickoff attempt. They lost a questionable game to Granville Christian. Then they lost game 1 to Northmore, and you were starting to think things could get interesting in the standings. But they recovered well. They scored 7 runs against Northmore in game 2. I mean, a base hit to the outfield could equal that here. The next pitch from Parker. Ridenauer takes for strike 2. Ridenauer, best average on the team, 474. Leads the KMAC in RBI. He's got 23. And he drives this one out to left. That'll drop. Armstrong rounding third. He's waved home by Coach Steinmetz. The throw will go to second. And it's another run for EK. They get to 7. And Ridenauer's doubles the lead. So in a way, it's station to station, no outs. And Jax Lester, as the sun starts to emerge yet again here in the heart of Ohio, will step in the box. This one popped up, and that will be throw across the diamond, not in time. Runner also moved to third on that play. So now it's runners on the corners. A little bit of a delay here as Coach Steinmetz chats it up with Caleb Armstrong, who's going to step in. See if they can continue to pile on. Curveball. Thought he saw it, had it snatched away from him last second. I mean, the goal's got to be here simply just to put the ball in play. Anything other than a pop-up to the infield has a good chance of scoring that runner. Curveball misses away. Probably the toughest spot that the freshman on the mound has seen this season. Runner goes. He'll have to go back. Count moves to 1-2. It's such a tall task to jump into a game pretty much in the middle of the game. This game started, if you remember, if you've been with us the whole time, it started in the top of the fourth. It was a game that was rescheduled from 2 weeks ago. Runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Indifference will send Lester to second. First out of the inning. 2 in scoring position for EK. That is the third strikeout for Parker. Up now, Garrett Westney. Westney 0 for 4. Curveball finds its way in. That was 90 pitches now for the freshman on the mound. Next delivery back up the middle, and that will find its way through to center. 1 run scores. Throw will not be in time for the second either. It is now 9-5. A 2 RBI single out of Garrett Wesney opens this game up even more. Great time to have your first hit of the game. Cooper in the box now. Reaches at a high fastball. Cooper 1 for 3. One out, runner at first. Here in the top of the 8th. This one lined into a gap again. Finds the 6 hole, and station to station goes East Knox. That is now the 11th hit of the game for East Knox. Brief delay as it looked like we were having, or it looked like East Knox was warming up a little bit with their pitcher here. Also, it appears maybe a substitute coming on to run. That's exactly what we'll see. Courtesy runner going to head over to second. 4-run lead here in extras. First pitch swinging up the middle. Nice diving stop from Morgan. No play will be made. That prevents a run from coming around, you would think. So everybody up 90 feet. It is a bases loaded jam coming up for Centerburg with 1 out. And the 9-hole hitter coming up. Wyatt Baker is 0 for 3 with a walk. And time coming up as Coach Moss makes his way. Four runs in the 8th, certainly not an easy pill to swallow. Just trying to dial everybody back in here in the infield. Look ahead to the next 2 hitters. Slowly start to chip away. As we sit here in the 8th, want to thank our sponsors bringing you this live and free coverage. Monarch Title Services, Avita Home Health and Hospice, Knox Community Hospital, Strategic Outdoor Solutions, and the Killbuck Savings Bank. Wyatt Baker due up as the infield retreats back to their spots. It's a newer infield from what we saw to start the game. Probably should have updated that a little sooner, but just to give you a refresher, Cole over there at third, Morgan at short, Adams at second, Red at first, and the infield is in here. Infield in for Wyatt Baker. 1 out, bases are juiced. First pitch in the dirt. Two courtesy runners out on the field. Then there's also Cooper at second. This one chipped foul. Zane Grinnell is on deck. That's the top of the order. Next pitch in there, strike 2. Nice looking pitch for Dustin Parker, who's nearing 100 on the game. Got Wyatt to look at the last one. We'll see what he delivers on the 1-2. Fastball in the zone, strike 3, outside corner. Nice looking pitch from the freshman. Records out number 2. It's a big confidence booster now going in against Grinnell. First pitch swinging, grounder over to third. They'll tag the bag, and the Trojans get out of it. So after a meeting at the mound, it follows in 2 consecutive outs, and the Trojans still going to have some work to do, but confidence certainly building after that mound meeting. It is 9-5 as crunch time comes in, bottom of the 8th.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Bulldogs opt to stick with Caleb Armstrong on the mound. 3 outs away from completing a comeback win where they trailed 4-1 in the 4th. And have worked themselves now in the bottom of the 8th to a 9-5 lead. First pitch is a strike. Dustin Parker quickly behind in the count. Next pitch. Fastball grounded into play. Shortstop Lester will scoop, throw to first. Is there for out number 1. We'll get a pretty good look here. It looked awfully close to the first baseman having that foot leave the bag. And it looked like it did, but he did shuffle it just in time back onto the base to make out number 1. It's already 1 gone. Count ahead 1-0 here for Campos. He'll go up ahead 2-0. He walked his last time up. That made it 2 walks in the game, counting where we stopped 2 weeks ago. And that one hits him. 3rd time reaching base. A much needed base runner for Centerburg. Campos was the tying run that came around in the 6th. Looks like Coach Moss has a change here. Instead of Caleb Adams, he will opt for a freshman, Quentin Bellamy. He'll step into the box. Clark Red follows. He's still in the on-deck circle. They're going to need his pop, potentially. Bottom 8, 9-5. Runner on first. 1 gone. Bulldogs in the lead, trying to close it out. Ooh, and that one skips away. Armstrong, not the greatest release, and he landed funny on the mound. That gives Campos second base, but take a look at Caleb here in the replay that we'll bring you. Almost a full cartwheel out on the mound. Runner moves 90 feet. And this one ends up inside. So the command right now a little off for Caleb. He hit the first runner. Goes with a wild pitch to follow, and then one that was high and inside on Bellamy. Next delivery that time. Cleans it up. Count is 2-1. I'll look over to second. The pitch. This time outside. Hitters count for Quentin. It is 3-1. Caleb fires. It's ball 4. Base runners piling up for Centerburg, and hold everything, folks. Clark Red coming to the plate. Tying run is now on deck. It's Lincoln Julian who will be in the on-deck circle. And it looks like Adams, who was just replaced at the plate, is going to come back in to run. Red settles in, as does Caleb on the mound. First pitch. He's in there, strike 1. Just hit the outside corner. This time goes turns a strike. Next pitch from Caleb. Curveball nearly got Red to think about it. Clark today 0 for 1 with a walk. Curveball, this time he'll bite. Lester, dive it short, throw to second. We'll get the out there. 2 outs. Impressive play from Jax. I wasn't sure if he was going to make any play here. Ended up making it at second. So that'll put runners on the corners. You've got Campos at third. You've got Red at first. And Lincoln Julian takes one to the back. That'll bring up the top of the order. The tying run is at the plate, and it is Aiden Trowbridge. Boy, if you had to pick anybody in the Centerburg batting lineup to be the tying run, you'd probably pick this guy. .347 hitter, 15 RBI. He's also extremely patient at the plate, 11 walks. And he's a threat to go deep. Ducks on the pond, first pitch, strike one. Quick pitch here from Caleb. This time misses outside. Trying to keep Trowbridge a bit uncomfortable at the plate. It has not worked thus far. As now we'll see another courtesy runner. Got Campos at third, Red at second, and now running over at first is Owen Wolford. Next pitch to Trowbridge, ripped. It's foul. By a good 5 or 6 feet. Trojans are down to their final strike. The pitch from Caleb is in the dirt. Evened up at 2. On deck is Bradley Baker. Vinnie Morgan in the hole. The next pitch. Also a one-hopper. Bulldogs trying to overcome a 4-1 deficit. They haven't made it easy on themselves. Here's the pitch. It's ball 4. A run will score. Reset the count. Campos crosses home yet again. 3-run game, and Caleb's got some work to do. Now the winning run is at the plate. Bradley Baker. And this will get away. Running towards home, Red is in standing. So a first pitch ball moves that tying run to second. And the Trojans have slowly worked their way into a nice situation here as East Knox will opt for a new arm. Coach Steinman sensing danger, and Caleb is going to be taken out of this game. And the call is going to be back to Zane Grinnell. Boy, both teams are ping-ponging pitchers here today. We'll talk about this coming up after the break. 9-7. Trojans have scored 2. They are 2 away from tying it again here in extras.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center, It's a world of great care right around the corner.
East Knox has a pitcher going for the always rare 1-out save. It is Jesse Dudgeon in this situation, coming in with the tying run on second for Centerburg. And he's facing the heart of the lineup for these Trojans. This is going to be the two-hitter coming up in Bradley Baker. The main positive you would take away in this situation for Jesse is that Brad today is 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. But we saw that very same thing happen with Garrett Wesney on the other side for East Knox, who turned an 0 for 4 day into a 1 for 5 day with an RBI. So how quickly things can change in this sport we love. He's also coming in with a 1-0 count. And the next pitch outside, it's 2-0. Wolford, the courtesy runner at third. Trowbridge at second. Trowbridge has speed, trying to be the tying run. Baker takes one in the zone. What a comeback it would be here in the 8th for Centerburg to tie it. Baker fouls it back. Dudgeon works his way back to a 2-2 count. There's Dudgeon's numbers coming into this AB. 9-7, Bulldogs up by 2. The pitch outside. We are full. Runners on second and third. How aggressive is Baker going to be here? The pitch from Dudgeon. Swung on line right to Armstrong at second, and the Bulldogs survive. From down 4-1 in the 4th to a 9-7 win in 8. The catch made by Caleb Armstrong, and that will do it here as East Knox moves their way to 9-1 in the league, 14-4 overall on the season. We'll come back with your MVP of this one coming up on the OH Report.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, The Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Local sports deserve to be done right. We're built for the communities that support the game. This isn't about one season. Every season matters because every game tells a story. And those stories don't stop at the final buzzer. We're here for every moment, big or small. Watch anytime, anywhere on your schedule. And it's always free to watch. This is the future of local sports. This is the OH Report.
It is time now for your Knox Community Hospital MVP joining us in the Centerburg press box. How about the day from the East Knox Bulldogs coming back down 4-1 in the fourth? You win it 9-7 here through 8. And Colton, that RBI double in the 8th started the scoring. Of course, you got 3 more on the board, but it's hard to pick an MVP in a game like this because you guys were all just seeming to click on all cylinders. Just talk about your group overall first.
We just put in countless work with swinging and making those routine plays, and we know if we make those errors, we can just bounce back and stay strong for our team.
I'm going to fix you up here real quick. Go ahead and try that again, actually.
We good? Can you hear me now?
We're going to come off. 1 sec.
All right.
At the Killbuck Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment.
Time now for your Knox Community Hospital MVP. And coming up to the Centerburg press box, East Knox gets yet another win. They keep themselves to just one KMAC loss, and it's thanks to Colton Armstrong and company. And I think company is important here because you go down 4-1 in the fourth. This game gets delayed. You move back to today, and you guys are still able to have the willpower to fight through, get the comeback win. What did it take in practice for you guys and just as a group coming together and getting a win like this?
We just had to lock in and we always focus on our biggest priority, what we need to fix, and then we get it done, and then it just is like going through the motions. We're doing what we need to do during the week and just winning weeks.
Well, RBI double for you in the eighth, and of course that inning is going to stand out with the 4 runs you were able to put together. Was there something that Coach Steinmetz told you guys in the dugout, maybe going in, that kind of motivated you guys, got you out on base, ended up resulting in those 4 runs coming around?
Mielik, our hitting coach, does a great job at just telling us to put barrel on the ball, leave everything on the ground, nothing above the shoulders. So we just try to find balls we can drive. I mean, that's about it.
And I think you guys knew the stakes. I don't really have to list them out for you, but for everybody else, in a game like this, these guys had a 2-game cushion in the league. If they drop this, they take on Mount Gilead. There's a chance they could split the KMAC title, but they've got that cushion they needed. But of course, Colton, you're still going to have to deliver and go try to get a sweep, potentially get at the very least one, and turn it around, come back tomorrow. What's that going to be like?
We're not going for one. We're going for both of them. We've come too far to just give up. We're trying to go unbeaten the rest of the season. I mean, that's all there is. We just have to win games.
All right, absolutely. Congrats to you on the win. I'll go ahead and give you one final chance here for a shout-out. But before we do that, of course, yesterday was a somber part for the community. I wanted to ask you a little bit about it. Just a chance to take in a teammate, a classmate, in Aiden Riggle. What has it been like for you and also this team to come out here and play for him?
So I didn't play football, so I'm not as close with them, but a lot of our guys, obviously being a small school, play multiple sports. They are deeply affected by it, and they're just using it to push through the day and just be the best version of themselves they can. Aiden was the most respectful person on the planet.
That's awesome to hear, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead and give you that chance now to share your shout-outs.
Shout out my twin brother, the guys, and my girlfriend, Lily Morgenstern.
All right, Colton Armstrong coming
you.
up. Congrats, man.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Time to wrap up with your post-game show here on the OH.REPORT. It is a 9-7 win for the visiting East Knox Bulldogs. What a way to fight their way back, get a win in extra innings, and get us out of here as the Bulldogs now move to 9-1 in the KMAC in the lead-up to what is going to be a huge series for them against Mount Gilead starting tomorrow. But with this win, it gives them more of a cushion. Of course, as we just heard Colton say, they're going to be going for both wins this week. But just got to have that approach of business still isn't finished yet. Want to try to get that KMAC title settled in as quickly as you possibly can. And with a sweep of Mount Gilead, that is what they will likely be looking for and would likely clinch themselves a KMAC championship. And, of course, they've got higher aspirations after that as well. But a young team comes in, gets a gutty win here against Centerburg. So that does it for the series in this aspect. Next up for the Bulldogs, they will play Mount Gilead, as we said, at home. And it'll be a home game right back here tomorrow, as we'll have that here on the OH Report coming up as Centerburg tries to turn around and get a win over Loudonville. That'll do it for us. Extra innings action here on the OH Report. 4 innings of play. And we're going to sign out. Jonathan Langdon with Brandon Powell. Want to thank you so much for joining us. Hope to see you from the heart of Ohio yet again tomorrow. We'll have a doubleheader back here for baseball. I'll be over at the softball field to watch those Lady Trojans try to clinch themselves a KMAC title in their own right here on the OH Report. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you next time.